joke, Sean? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? This actually feels satisfying. It's the exclamation mark. The exclamation mark. The exclamation mark. The exclamation mark. I mean, I can use this mark in any way, like, ah! And when you write it down, it, like, or you use this in silent films, like the old films, where they work like this. I mean, are exclamation marks even necessary? That's what it says right there, like, are exclamation marks necessary? Oh my gosh, you can barely see it. Very bad app. And yeah, are exclamation marks that necessary, to be honest, people? Because to be honest, I only hear exclamation mark literally every day when people scream. And where I come from, people scream a lot. And so wherever this actually boils down to, I'm gonna complain and say, yeah, exclamation marks aren't necessary. But when it comes to actually writing books, I would say exclamation marks are really necessary because it's just a different form of punctuation. I mean, this children's author called Michael Rosen basically interviewed this guy named Dr. Hasrat about the exclamation mark, its origins, and why some people actually hate using the exclamation mark. I mean, what is wrong with this thing? Sure, it might look like an arrow pointing to an innocent human, but that doesn't really mean anything, to be honest. Exclamation mark was introduced about 600 years ago, and it's really useful because, I mean, would you rather write children, please drive slowly, or children, please drive slowly? Or this, would you rather write this or this? For me personally, I would write this if I was the teacher. And now let's actually introduce a fellow in a position to say his remarks on the matter about is exclamation marks necessary? Well, here's the thing, affirmative. Well, I mean, Sean, exclamation marks are just as necessary as any other forms of punctuation, like the period, the question mark, the punctuation, the semicolon, or even the colon itself. In fact, all these seems to work out really importantly because it changes just the tone of how some sentence or soft bubble or even a speech bubble is read. In fact, that's my first reason. I have two more. The second reason is the fact that they make the words on a page get lifted up because, like, would you rather read a sentence that says, hey, I'm the odd one's out, or hey, I'm the odd one's out? Which one would you rather read? To be honest, I would actually read the first one, but if it was a text and it was about something like a screaming zombies text, I don't know why anyone would write a book about screaming zombies, but then there, I would use exclamation marks. And a lot of it. Wonder what the title of that book would be. Screaming Zombies. Yeah, that's a good title. Also, exclamation marks on road signs are really useful because it makes the road users by making them aware, protects the road users by making them aware of the facing dangers that they're about to approach. Like, unless you're using a neon sign, which most likely you're not because they're expensive, and putting them in the middle of the road in the middle of nowhere is really expensive, just use exclamation marks. Now, for me, basically, I have just several reasons. Number one is that the famous author Terry Pratchett really did not like exclamation marks because, one, they were unnecessary, two, they were shouty, and three, it was annoying because do you want to write this or this? And the second reason is that they tell the reader how to read rather than letting them figure out the tone for themselves. A really good reason, to be honest. And number three, and my third reason is the fact that the skill of writing is the crafting and weaving of the words together. And if you're just gonna use your good old exclamation mark all the time, then you're basically using a lazy shortcut, or as I like to call it, a LSC. So there, who won? That's my demand. Well, I got a 93% power up, so you got a 7% power up, meaning hiya. All right, you win. And for me personally, I actually think exclamation marks are useful. Whenever I start drawing comics, for my own personal reasons, I don't actually publish them. Also, maybe I should publish some webcomics. To be honest, I actually use exclamation marks because I love using exclamation marks because it just makes them more fun and more exciting, and even, to be honest, more real. Like, what? It sounds way much better with an exclamation mark and the expression of shock in their face. That looks like Shy Guy, to be honest. And so, yeah, that's basically the end of today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope to see you guys soon. Until next time, Shannon out. Peace.